what we hope to do in our in the community garden at IST, what we really want to do is make food forests. And food forest is a really wonderful concept. It's where every part of the ecosystem that we create is linked and works together, and it's a stable system. That's the ultimate goal, where you can pick fruit from the trees or nuts from the trees, and at the next level there'll be berries, and there'll be all other sorts of bushes that are edible.
Last year, Mr. Paulos asked me to join the eco garden. Okay, so me and Gabby and the students, we agreed. We started thinking of what we could do with the garden, because we already had like the plants, but we wanted to make it nicer, to look like an actual garden, you know. So me and the guys came, well, all of us together, we came with this idea of making a pond. And at the beginning, I wasn't really sure how it was going to work, because I basically didn't know what a pond was, to be precise. But then they explained it to me, and I was like, yeah, this is a really cool idea. So after school, we all worked together, and like, and yeah, you know, we started digging for weeks, and then we had a big hole, and then we started putting water in it. But then we decided to make it not just like a pond, we wanted to make it look good, you know? So we started putting rocks around it, we started planting lilies around it to make it look beautiful. We thought that when it rained, maybe the pond was gonna have too much water, so it was gonna overflow, and like, you know. So we started building canals, leading the water from the rain to go to the plants. So it actually helped the plant. We were like recycling the water basically. So yeah, it was a really good idea. And in the end, I'm really happy now. When I go back to the garden, I look at the pond, and I'm really proud of the work we all did. And yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I did the pond.
Okay, so part of our Eco Club project, we had to create as well, which is a natural canal, in order to prevent erosion. And we created this well because, especially during these past weeks, it rained a lot. So we created this sort of canal that managed to collect the water and not damage our garden.
The favorite part of the garden is how we're doing it. So we're using 100% natural fertilizers. So we have our own compost. So from the food in the cafeteria and the leaves and whatever is left out from the garden, or the whole school, like gardeners, we get them and make the compost, where we get the fresh soil to put on plants. And we follow the permaculture idea. So and companion planting, so we don't plant all the same type of plants in the same area. We divide the plants randomly, so they're not in line, because nature likes it that way.
It's all about recycling what we have in nature, and it's all done through organic means and no chemicals, and it's completely different from what people usually do maybe at their homes with their vegetable garden and everything. So it's a different look in nature, and you learn nice things, and it's interesting to see how we make the things ecological and organic.
With the recycling activity in the cafeteria, we've been trying to implement the idea of be the change you want to see. So instead of just saying stuff and talking about it, let's do something. Also, we believe that there's no such a thing like waste. So we take the waste from the cafeteria, we put it in our compost, and we make good soil out of it, and we use it to grow our great plants.
So we've been involved in this project for about 3 years now, and we've seen how it all started, and it's taken off, and we really, really love it. This year, as a CAS project, we go and visit the second graders every Wednesday, and we have like a little educational session with them, and we tell them how to garden. And today we taught them a song, and we just like have this educational session with them, which has been really, really fun. They're really bright students, and they're
brighter than we are.
They are brighter than we are.
My favorite part is everything, because it makes me happy, and that we be safe and helpful. It's how some fruits and vegetables can grow for us to eat.
That's right.
At lunchtime. I liked reading to help the plants to grow, because the weed takes the air away from the plants, so the plants cannot grow anymore when they don't have air.
We learned like that we don't need to pollute like with cars and doing stuff that ruins nature, and we don't need to cut trees and throw stuff on the floor.
They're going to be the leaders of the world in the future. So getting them to understand and interact with nature at this early age is really important, because this is when they soak everything in. And I really believe that our kids can change the world. And I think that by doing this and having high schoolers, other people interact with them means a lot to them.
Eco Club in 6th through 8th grade is something that we've started this year. I'm really excited about it. We meet every Friday mornings, and it's a group of kids who actually joined. They want to be there, and they're very enthusiastic. One of the projects that we have going is a design and the building of a chicken coop. You would not believe how excited these kids are about building this chicken coop. They are so excited. So we're looking forward to that, and that'll be in the spring of 2015. I think generally speaking, it's very beneficial for the whole life cycle of how things go. You know, the food chains and decomposition, and these are things that they're learning in science. And to have an activity and a project where they can actually do something hands-on about it, I think is fantastic.
Why you should join the garden? You should join the garden for two main reasons. First of all, it's fun. Second of all, it helps the environment. Whenever, like, it's really helpful because when you're stressed, especially during the IB, and you want to just don't think about what you're doing in school, just go out and stay out in the nature. And you can do it by helping the environment. So you go in the garden with all the other friends, because you have a bunch of friends that you can just go there and help plant together and create the mulch and mulch everything. And that really helps because it relieves stress from you, and it's really, really nice to do.
We're in school, we study, we don't get outside, then we get home, we have our computers, our iPads, television, and even though like we have some gardens, we have an outside area, but no one ever uses it. Also in summer when there's like wonderful days, no one uses it. Like you just stay in the house. Yeah, so it's good to stay in the garden, nature.
Yeah. And don't you feel that when you do come into the garden and you do, you know, put your hands into earthy stuff, yeah, that you feel good?
Yeah, it does, actually. Yeah. And like you can feel like you're helping yourself when you're helping the earth.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Our initial aim was education and awareness for the students at IST, recycling, turning off, switching off, saving, looking at our role, the importance of, for everybody to take responsibility, starting off very small locally, looking towards globally. We felt very strongly if we're not being concerned locally, how can Earth can be concerned globally? Because it will have a knock-on effect.